up, everyone? It's your girl, JL Beauty 87 here, aka Grace Honey. It's time to get in this branded Blackwood collection. As you can see, the countdown is going on. This video should be going live though the day this releases. So without further ado, honey, let's get into it. I'm gonna show you my wish list, and I'm gonna show you all the palettes. All the persons that are dropping this fall from branded Blackwood. I'm excited. I have a few things I really want, but I'm trying to calm myself down and kind of wait till my birthday, wait till Black Friday, not be overdoing it, girl. But you know, it's hard because Brandon be having all these pretty bags, and I just like, look. But let's click on it and see what's going on. So first, let's start off with these Nina bags. So the Nina bag is the one I'm looking at for this year, for this season at least, from Brandon. So I see like 2 or 3 that I was looking at. We're gonna start off with this Sheerlin cream. I think it's called Sherpa, right? Or I think it's shearing. But yeah, so she's a contender. I want her. I like her. She retails for like $400, and we're gonna go down now and look at the measurements when it comes to the bag. So hopefully you all are seeing the measurements now. I tried to pull it down as far as possible for you to be able to read it. This bag is 10.6 when it comes to length. And then I'm showing you where it says how you take care of the bag, because, that's important. These bags are an investment, because for $400, honey, I need it to last. She needs to make it last forever. Like, seriously, she needs to last, because, that's a good grip to spend on one bag. But this one I'm definitely interested in. So there's a couple more that I'm going to show y'all that I'm interested in. But honey, this one, when I first saw it on his page, I was like, yes, give it to me. So let's look over the different posts with the model wearing it and all that. See, I really like it on the model. I can wear it with all my cream outfits like that. That's why I held on to that. It has the nice brass new updated hardware he has. I really like the new hardware. I think it's nice, even on the Kendrick trunks. The inside looks like it's pretty wide and holds a decent amount of stuff, because I'm someone's mom and I have to carry stuff. So I need a bigger bag. That's why I don't really like small bags. Unless I'm going out with adults, then I can have a smaller one, because I don't need as much. But if I'm going out with my son on a regular basis like I normally do, I would like a bigger one, which is why I'm kind of looking at the bigger Nina. There is a cute smaller Nina though that I want, but we're going to get into the next set of bags. So I was looking at the green one too, but I found a green bag later on that we'll see, which is why this one isn't necessarily a contender for me anymore. But I'm going to just go through and show you the colors on this one too, just because I thought this color was a nice alternative to stuff that I have in my collection. I don't really have any like forestry green, olivey green, deep green bags. So I thought this one could be a good contender, but like I said, later down the road, you're going to see that there's another one that I prefer, and it's in a new style that he came out with that I'm here for. It's a vibe. So I'll show y'all the black one too, just because it's here. We're here. Everyone's here. I love the styling of the bags with the outfits he chose for the most part. I still don't understand the ones where she's wearing tights and pantyhose, but, I'm assuming it's supposed to be more editorial feel. Not sure about that, but, I'm loving all the visuals. He's giving the visuals, and I'm here for the visuals. So I'm just going along with it. Like, okay, Brandon, honey, the bags are giving, they're slaying, they're giving, I'm living. Yes. So this one looks nice too, but I already have a black Kendrick trunk with the fur on it, so I was like, I don't need that one. These two right here are cute. Like, I'm just showing you all the ones they have to offer. And this line, since this is the bag that I was most interested, I wanted to make sure I showed you all the colors that they had. And then as you can see, this one is two-tone, just like the one that was next to it. So it's brown, and I think it has like the cream on the sides and the back. Or is it just the sides and the inside? But it's a nice little two-tone, or is that three-tone? Because it looks like that's a lighter brown with a deeper brown, and then the cream. I think this could be a nice statement piece to add to your collection if you're interested in that sort of thing. But I feel like I already have some statement pieces from Brandon, so I don't really need it. Then you have this red, black, and I think it's white. It made me think of the Bulls automatically, because if y'all didn't know, I'm in Chicago. That's right, Chi-Town. So to me, this is like, if I was a celebrity and I just wanted to have a bag to match the team colors, I would buy something like this. But like, just as a everyday consumer, I don't necessarily see myself wanting this. I agree. Like I said, it's a nice statement piece, but it's just not a statement piece I per se feel like I need to have. I have other statement pieces from him that I would be interested in, so those would be the ones I would lean toward. But now let's get into the other bag I'm interested in. So I'm definitely interested in this one right here. Of course, y'all know I'm interested in the most expensive ones. I think this one is like $575 or something. And I was like, look here, Brandon, how dare you? I'm not trying to spend $2,000 on purses from you. Okay? No, sir, no. But this one is stunning. It's gorgeous. I definitely have this one on my radar. I feel like it'd be great for me to wear out on my birthday when I go out to dinner. So I'll probably grab this one during the sale now, even though I'm trying to cut down on buying bags and I already have plenty of bags from Brandon. But it's like, you got to treat yourself sometime. Instead of always treating myself with eyeshadow palettes, I'm thinking about treating myself with this bag. So I think it's antelope wool and 100% cowhide leather and brass hardware. So I am liking the whole aesthetic of the bag, and I feel like it just screams fall to me, fall, winter time. So that's another reason I want to have it. The snakeskin one looks nice too. Only thing is I've already bought a snakeskin trunk from him, of course, because y'all know I live for a Kendrick trunk. If you watched my Brandon Blackwood collection video, you know I had a whole video dedicated just to the trunks, because that's my favorite bag from Brandon Blackwood, the trunks. So yeah, this is a snakeskin with brass hardware. Like I said, I have snakeskin from him. It is a Kendrick trunk. I showed you all to it at the end of, I think it was my Kendrick trunk video, because I showed y'all my wish list. I need to get my video up of my my haul I got from his last, when he had the sale, the semi-annual sale, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's look at these other bags now. So I'm looking at this Cortini bag. I think she looks cute. It's an antelope print as well. My mom would be more of liking the style of this type of bag. She likes ones that you can sit right underneath your arm and has a zipper on it, so she can feel if somebody's going in her bag. So that's why she doesn't like the ones that I showed you, like the Nina's and the Kendrick trunk. She wears purses that are similar to that, but she prefers it to be right underneath her arm. So she would like something like this. I know she wouldn't like the antelope hair because my mom's more of a conservative person. But I feel like this is a nice looking bag. I could see myself possibly wearing it if I was like, more into that style of bag, because it is a nice bag. I like I'm liking the whole antelope vibe of it. It's giving, to me, that just gives like fall, like animal prints and certain animal prints and animal hairs give me fall. So they have this leopard one, this snakeskin one as well. I'm here for it. She's cute. Again, I already have a snakeskin bag from Brandon, so I'm like, how many snakeskin bags do I need? I haven't worn the one I have. So the last thing I need to do is go get another one. So I don't see myself getting this one. And if I had to choose between these, I would pick the antelope one. But I really want that Nina bag in the antelope. So although this is a very nice bag and a very stylish bag, and it actually seems like it has more space than the Nina one in it for the things I need to carry. So it would probably be better in that sense. It's just I prefer the style of the Nina one a lot better. So I would prefer to have that one. Plus, I feel like that one's good because you can turn it into an evening clutch and still have the strap if you get tired of holding it and have something to use. So to me, it's more of a multi-purpose type bag, which is why I would get it over this one. But the antelope and the snakeskin in this one are very nice. And if it went on a good deal, I would probably get one of these. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a new bag I was telling you all about, the mini duffel. So I'm really interested in that second one, the snake, what is it? The green or the olive green oil mini duffel. But we're going to start off with the python one, the python snakeskin. I like this style of bag, and on the model, it looks gorgeous. It's just more of, I don't need to keep repeating like the same colors and whatnot. If I'm going to get it, I need like a different color and a different style. So this is a different style for me. This is the mini duffel. People were saying they don't know why he didn't come out with this sooner, but it's better late than never. He came out with it now, girl. And I tell the Lord, thank you. Okay, so I like this one too. It's just more of, again, since I know I'm sounding repetitive, I'm sorry, but since I already have the snakeskin bag that I got from my wish list video that I showed you all from the trunk video, I wouldn't necessarily need to get this one. But I do like the style of this bag, which is why I'm thinking about getting the one that was next to this one that we're about to look at in a second, because I'm like, she's cute and I like that. So let's get into the one I was talking about. So here she is. I like this unique kind of greenish oil slick color to it. It gives it like that greasy water effect to it. The only thing with this bag is it's very, very tiny. And I just feel like I wouldn't be able to carry enough of what I need to take with me in it. So that's my whole issue. Like, I don't want to have to hardly have any space in my purse to carry anything. I know I need a few essentials, but to me, this is just a little too small. So that's why it's like a wish list wannabe thing. Like, if I can get it at a good deal, And then I'll get it, but I don't want to just, And as you see, I screenshot it because I was like, I got to send it to my bestie and see what he thinks of it. Because I do like this one. It's just, I don't know, because it's so tiny, I'm kind of having reservations regarding the bag. But I'm going to show you the other colors of each of these bags. There's a cute little pink one further down once I start scrolling. And then there's another, what is it? And then there's like a wax denim one and a white one and then the black one. So I really like the way the denim one looked as well. I thought she looked nice. I ended up screenshotting that one too, if I remember correctly, just to show my friend because I was like, it's a unique take on it. And I do like his denim collection as well. I own every denim bag he has in the Kendrick trunks, the regular size. So I feel like this could be a cool one to add to that set. And since it's like the wax denim, I know it's going to have a cover over so the denim isn't going to wear off onto whatever denim it is I'm wearing. Because sometimes I like it as an accent piece to go with lighter pieces of denim. And then when I wear a deeper one from him, it'll wipe off onto the clothing and leave that stain. So with this one, I'm liking the fact that it's wax because it won't leave that stain on your pants if you wear your purse close to your person. So I'm really liking this one, and I just like his denim collection as a whole. So this one was a contender for me as well, but I don't know, again, it's just so tiny. Like the tininess of it all is what my problem is. I'm like, but as you can see, I'm screenshotting it to send to my friend because I'm like, well, which one should I get? I don't know. But I definitely do want one of these mini duffels in the future, just not right away. Now let's get into the black oil one. I don't wear black bags too often. I usually like my bag to be like a pop of color because I have so many colorful things I like to wear. I like to wear colorful clothes, just like like to have colorful makeup. So I feel like a black bag wouldn't necessarily fit in with the vibe of what I have. I do have a couple of black bags though, just so I like if I do need one, I have one on hand. But like I have a black Kara bag from Brandon Blackwood. If you all remember from my collection video where I showed you part 1 and 2. In part 1, I showed you my black Kara bag. So I do have a black bag for emergencies. And like I said, since I have a kid, I try to have a bigger black bag, if you will. So I have one already, so it's not necessarily a need, if you will. It's just more of, it'd just be something nice to have. But I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't get this one because it's just a little too tiny for me. But I like the fact that it's 100% cowhide leather because sometimes I feel like they don't necessarily say that. But it's nice to know that he gives you cleaning instructions and all those good things. And these are $175. So I just feel like $175 was a lot for this bag. But the pink one is adorable if you're into that Barbie girl thing. The white one looked really nice to me too, but I already have a white bag. I have a white bag from, I forgot who it is. It's another major designer. So I'm like, I don't feel like I need a whole bunch of white bags because it's like I don't really wear white bags, and so that's just my token white bag. I try to have like different colors of bags to work with from time to time, but this one looks, like I said, this one looks nice. All of these little duffels look cute. It's just they're too tiny for me. That's my only issue. They just seem a little too tiny. If I had endless amounts of money, then I would get a majority of the colors and all that and have them to add and then kind of like rotate my collection and all that. But here's the pink one I was telling you about. So I love the color of this little pink one. I think she's cute. I think she'd go perfect with a little black outfit. Do you want to do a black and pink moment and pretend like you're a Barbie? This would have been perfect if he had brought this out during the Barbie movie. But he did do a whole little set of like pink bags. Because that, I think it's Cortini bag that I showed you all. He has like a metallic pink one that I was thinking about getting when it launched originally. But I ended up not getting it just because I was like, I do want a pink bag. But I didn't want to necessarily get that pink bag. So this could be a contender as a bag for me as far as pink ones go. Because I wouldn't be wearing a pink bag that often. And I might not be with my son when I'm wearing a pink bag. So it could be a good contender. Y'all, this tweed medium Nina bag, I was here for it. It was giving. I was living. I love this tweed snakeskin situation he has going on. But again, my issue with it is snakeskin, and I just bought a snakeskin one that I didn't use. So I'm trying to be better at not buying stuff that I already have and didn't use. But it's one medium Nina bag for sure. I know I'm getting. Now I'm gonna wait till Black Friday to get it because it seems like one I'll be wearing mainly in the spring and the summertime when I'm out trying to be cute. But this one I was interested in, but I found a new style of trunk that he came out with that has the same pattern on it that I would probably prefer to get. So I'll just stick to one medium Nina, and you'll see it a little bit later. But we're just looking at this one for right now. She's cute. She looks really nice. She looks nice with these black outfits. I feel like it'll look nice with a gray outfit. It might look nice with a white outfit. I feel like it could look good with a few, solid colored pieces and be like a staple for fall if you want just a fun pattern to add with your outfit. But I'm not necessarily trying to rush out and get it. And it's 8.5, so it's like a couple of lengths shorter than the original Nina bag, which I'm assuming is why it's called medium. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to be in love with this style of bag because I feel like it fits it's a little bit bigger than like the average iPhone nowadays, since iPhones have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's another reason I don't necessarily like to have little bags, because it's like I want to be able to put my phone in it and a few other things, and I feel like as small as the bag is, it might not fit everything, and I don't want to have to walk around stuff in my boobs if I'm already walking around with a purse. So there's that. I think I just showed all the bags in this. I'm recording this like 2 days later, so I'm not 100% sure. Or I might have skipped them. I'm not 100% sure. I think I clicked on the silver next because I was thinking about getting this as a small bag as a clutch to take. Because remember, I told you all the reason I like these Nina bags is you can take the handle off and it can be a clutch, but you can put the, the strap. You can put the strap in your bag, and then if you get tired of holding it, you can take the strap out and it can be a crossbody again. So that's what I like about this Nina collection. I was looking at another bag from him in silver because I don't own a silver bag from him. I bought the colorful collection he had in the summer that was black and blue. Sorry, it wasn't black. It was gold and purple and blue. The bucket bags. But I haven't actually worn those either. So that's why I'm hesitant to get the Nina bag I want. But I'm still going to go ahead and get it just because it's too gorgeous. The medium Nina that you'll see in a few minutes. But this was a contender for me as far as for like New Year's Eve or something like that. If you use silver, and then if I do gold, I have like the gold mini Kendrick trunk he made during the collection I just talked about with the blue and the purple bag. So this was a contender I was looking at, but I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. As you can see, I have screenshotted it to send to my friend to see what he thinks. But like that denim one for sure I want to get. So there's a couple I want to get for sure, and then there's other ones I don't. So this is the one I was telling y'all about I'm getting. I'm getting it. I don't care. I'm getting it. This is the one that I want when it comes to the mini. And it's called a denim something. To me, it just gives me all the mermaid vibes. Like, I feel like I should be on somebody's island somewhere going out to a fancy dinner that's by the beach. And just living my best life, having, some nice margaritas or something. That's what this purse envisions. This is what I envision when I see this purse. Like, yes, you're going out to somebody's island to have nice dinner and drinks. And you're going to be living your best life while you're there. Like, that's what that bag gives. And as you can see, it says it is a mini denim. The only thing is, like I said, since it's a little bit smaller, but I don't care. Like, this one, I'll make the exception for because I just think it's so pretty and unique to, like, I need it. I need it. I need it. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. She's giving. I'm living. I need this bag. So if you try to take it from me, good luck. I don't care if I have to sell some of my other Kendrick bags. Like this one, I have a few that I think are special. There's a couple that I was thinking about getting rid of. So you might see them on my Macari. You can stay tuned for that. But yeah, like this one, she's staying. Honey, she is staying. She not going nowhere. I want it. I want it badly. I want it. It's just too gorgeous to pass up. Were there any other ones? I think I looked at the pink one. Yeah, because the pink one I feel like is a cute little clutch too, as opposed to getting the duffel we talked about. Because I feel like this one has a little bit more space than the duffel. Because if I remember, the duffel is a 7.5. So this gives you just a little bit more space because it's a 8.5. Plus you don't have to carry it from the handles on the top. You can, again, do the strap or you can hold it with your hand. But I feel like the duffel might be better. Because if you get the duffel, you can stick it on your arm or you can use the strap. So that's why I was like, I'm not sure which one I want to do. I don't think I sent this one to my friend because I was like, I was more concerned about the blue one and him seeing that one. He was like, oh, I was like, yes, this is the one I want. So I want that one. And there's one other one that I want. What's it called? Well, you saw it earlier. There's one more Nina I want that came out actually earlier in 2020. I think it was in 2023 that I just ended up not getting because I was like, it honestly just sold out too quick. I was wavering, trying to decide if I wanted it or not. Then when I finally decided, yeah, just go ahead and get it now during this season, it ended up selling out because y'all know that people don't be playing by Brandon's bags. Like, it'll sell out and with the quickness, and then you just be out here like, so I just didn't get that bag. and you be feeling some type of way. So I'm like, I don't want to feel that type of way with the mermaid bag. So I'm going to make sure I get my mermaid bag. So that's the one I'm getting for sure. There's a couple of keychain holders if anyone's interested in those. I guess we can look at the keychain holders real quick. Let's see. I just thought the keychain holders were like a little bit high in price for what they were. I mean, I understand it's leather and you have to pay the leather maker and all that stuff. But I was just kind of like, as a keychain holder, like I don't, you know, for $100, I don't want to pay $100 for a keychain holder. Because it's like you can buy a little cheap keychain and just put your keys on that. It doesn't have to be in this fancy container. Because I know even if I was rich, I wouldn't spend this on a keychain holder. Like it's just, I feel like I'd just be throwing money away. So I'm not telling you not to buy it if you don't want it. I'm just saying I personally wouldn't get it. So here are the new Kendrick trunks. I was looking at a couple of these just because I was like, I like a couple of different colors. So for example, I think there's a wax denim one. I like this red one though, because I don't have a red from him when it comes to Kendrick trunks. And since it's a new style of trunk, I'd like to get like a different color as opposed to some similar colors or that I already have. The only thing with this one is I feel like it holds even less than the Kendrick trunk already holds because of the way it's made. So I was feeling kind of iffy about that because I'm like, with this trunk, it's just really, really, I don't know. It seems like it's a little wider, but like I said, it seems tinier. And that's why I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this one because it's just so much smaller. I think it's smaller than a, what do you call it? Than the mini trunk. Yeah, because see, it's 7, and I think the mini trunk is different. I think it's a little bit bigger. My whole thing is because of the hinge on these, I feel like you can only open up so far, and you still don't fully get as much space as you would in a traditional purse where you can unzip it and stick your hand all the way in. Because with that one, I feel like sometimes it's still hard for me to stick my hand in. It's not like I have big hands, but this is the wax denim slim trunk. I was looking at this one as well, but I was like, if I'm going to get the duffel in the denim, then I don't need this in denim. Plus, I already have all the regular denim trunks, so it would be no purpose of getting this denim trunk. So I quickly talked myself out of that. I was like, you don't need that. But I do want to get a slim trunk in the future if he comes out with a one I like. I have a contender for it. I think I told you all earlier in this video that the contender I have for it is similar to one of the Nina bags I had shown you in the medium, which is why I wasn't going to get that. But I want you all to see what he was working with. I like the new hardware on the bags again. So the fact that they shape like B's when they're turned on their side, and then the B is the clasp. I really like the fact that the B is the clasp. That was one of my favorite parts about the new design, that there's a B on it as opposed to just a regular clasp. I like the fact that he's adding all this detail to it. I don't feel like the price went up a whole lot either for him having added this detail that he did add. I think it was only like $15 to $20, which I didn't think was bad considering, you know, some other brands be going up to like hundreds of dollars when they're luxury and he's luxury, and I feel like he kept it at a minimum. So I do appreciate that. I saw some people complaining about it, but it's like I didn't see a whole lot of people complaining when he initially went up with it. But my whole thing is at least you saw like where the quality changed. Some brands, I feel like let's just go up on stuff just because the economy is bad and they have to pay more for like stuff to be shipped. But it's like you don't see any change of any quality anywhere. So I appreciate the fact that he did that. Now this is the one I was telling y'all about. I was looking at to get as far as the Kendrick trunk. And as you can see, it's that similar style of that medium Nina bag that we looked at a little bit earlier. This is the Kendrick slim trunk that I'm interested in getting if I did get one. I'm not gonna rush out to get this one though, because I want one that's a little more unique and not just another snakeskin bag, because I want to be able to wear it more throughout the year. And I feel like the animal print bags with this type of feel and pattern, I would prefer to wear more in the fall and the winter time. So I'm thinking I probably won't get it just because I'm like, once fall and winter is up, I want to be able to utilize my bag more, because I want to start rotating my bags more. And I have a few bags from him I haven't worn, along with from Nathaniel Noir that I haven't worn. So I'm like, I'm trying to get into those. But this Python one looks really nice too. Like, I can't even front. It's called Neutral Python Snake, I believe. And this was the original style that he came out with. When it came to this bag, he came out with this color. And then later on down the line, he added that tweed one that I showed you all, the tweed snakeskin, and some other ones, including the one that I bought. If you've seen my wish list on that Kendrick Trunks video, then you know what I'm talking about. But he came out with those, and I'm here for it. I'm here for this one too. It's just, again, I'm not planning on purchasing that one. Now we have this new bag. I think it's called Yuta. I was looking at the brown one if I had to get one, just because that's the one that I feel like has the best color to me. But he does have a tweed one as well. I think I just went into the brown one to show you all, though. Yeah, so I just showed this one because this is the one I was like, if I had to buy this new style of bag, it would be this one. It kind of reminds me of the Valentina one when it comes to that chain that they're using on the top of the bag. It gives me the vibe of that one. The only thing I don't like about this one is it looks really puffy. Like, it looks like they puffed air into the bag in order to give it that lift that it has. And I'm not necessarily a fan of that when it comes to the bag. So I don't see myself getting this one. I think it looks nice. And if you like a bigger bag, I feel like you would like this. I do like a bigger bag from time to time. It's just, I don't know, the puff in it is kind of what turns me off about this bag, to be perfectly honest. I'm not in love with that part. I'm excited about that part, but it does look nice overall. I just wish it didn't puff out like that. But I think this is supposed to be one of those oil looking bags, if I remember correctly. I scrolled up too quick, so I'm not sure. But I think it was. I think the green one looks nice as well. And here's the tweed one. The tweed snakeskin, just like the other one. So he's really pushing his tweed snakeskin collection by pushing that bag. I mean, pushing that style on a lot of bags, or should I say that pattern on a lot of these bags. But it says in the caption that the pattern will vary from bag to bag, so don't expect your bag to necessarily look like the one in the picture. Which, I mean, you got to understand, because it's being manufactured widely there. Each pattern is going to look different. It's not going to necessarily look exactly the same. I'm just glad I liked the pattern on the one that they sent me. Because sometimes, I mean, what if you don't like the pattern? Then what happens? Now we have these bags. So he has this Quincy acrylic bag, which I thought was interesting. My whole thing with this bag is I wouldn't want it because I'd be scared I'm going to break it. Because it's acrylic and it's not a traditional, like formula of like animal skin. It's more of a acrylic bag, and I'm clumsy. Okay, so you have some heels on, you end up knocking your purse into something, and the whole thing is shattered on the floor, and it's like, now what? So with this bag, I couldn't do it. He does have a leather one of this bag. I'm not a huge fan of the style of this bag, but it's a teach his own type thing. Then he has all these long evening bags. I was looking at the silver one, but I showed you all the gold one for right now. It just makes me think of the Midas touch when I see it. Now, I don't like the huge snap at the top of it, and I don't necessarily like the fact that it has the strap on it. Like, I'd rather just have it as an evening bag, and then you attach like a metal chain like they did back in the day, not necessarily the style of the way this is set up. So I wasn't a huge fan, and it's $215, which I thought was kind of high for what this is. It's just a long evening bag, so I wouldn't necessarily be a huge fan of having it just because of its price point and how little I feel like it's going to hold with my stuff. But that doesn't take away from the beauty of the bag. If you like it, I'm just showing you all my first impressions on all of the bags. Now he's released the fall collection to hear my thoughts and let you know what I'm thinking about getting. And then you can tell me down below what you're thinking about getting. So here's the other Quincy one I was telling you all about, if I remember correctly. Did I show it? Yeah, that's the other Quincy bag I was telling you all about. And as you can see, I like this one better just because obviously it's leather and it's not acrylic. Because, like I said, I'm clumsy and I'd break it. So I would think about getting the black one if I had to get a black bag. Just because I really like the tone of this one. And this one's $200 as opposed to $150. But it's probably because it's leather. And I guess it doesn't take as much to do with the acrylic. But I would be interested in the black one if I needed a black bag. But like I told you all, I don't really use black bags that often. And I already have the black bamboo bag. And then I have the black Cara bag. And I might have one more black bag from Brandon Blackwood. I'm not actually sure. But I think that's pretty much all I had to show as far as like all the new stuff. I have that Valentina's shoulder bag right there. This is the bag I was telling y'all about. The other bag I originally was going to buy this year, I believe it was, that it came out. But then it sold out really quickly while I was trying to decide. So this is the other contender besides the the antelope Nina bag I showed you all, and then the cream shearling one I showed you all. So these are the three I'm interested in. I'm thinking about just going ahead and grabbing this one because it already sold out on me once, and it's a good nice statement piece because it's not truly black because it has the green fur on it. My only issue with that is like cleaning it wise, but you can read the instructions down below on how to clean it. I think this one is $5.75 like the other one. Don't quote me. My interest is, how do you clean this mink on the bottom of it? I know it said naturally let it dry. Don't airbrush it from what I remember reading about it. But I don't know. I'm really interested in getting this one, the antelope one, and the shearling one. But I think I would hold off on the shearling one, or maybe hold off on the antelope one. I'm not sure which one. But those are three I want, along with the medium Nina denim bag, that blue one I showed you all, of really nice and pretty. Those are the two I'm really interested in. But yeah, this one is definitely a contender because I feel like it just screams fall to me. Now the rest of these are older bags that they've had in the past. I have a couple of bags from the line I just showed you, the Kui. I think somebody told me I said it wrong the last time. And then there's these acrylic purses that have been out in the past. This is the silver bag I was thinking about getting initially from Branded Blackwood. And then it has like a little strap, if I remember correctly, that you put on the outside. At first, I thought it didn't, and that's why I was apprehensive to get it. But it's just still a little too tiny for me. I feel like the mini Nina would be better for... Sorry, the mini Nia would be better for me. Just because it has a little bit more space to it. And that one has a little bit less space than I would like. But since I'm going out, and my son would be going out with me, obviously, when I'm wearing this bag, I feel like maybe it could work for me. And I don't have any bags from this particular style of purse from him, so I was thinking about doing that just to switch it up a bit, especially since I'm gonna get another medium Nina in another shade. So I might end up getting that one if he has a sale. But I think that's all I had to show in this section right here. That green one looks nice. Oh yes, I'm supposed to be showing y'all the bag I plan on getting now for my wish list, because I have one bag in my shopping bag right now that I want to get, and it is the bamboo clutch. Now I am on his app. It's a I think it's an app exclusive right now that you can pre-order. As soon as I saw this, I wanted it. I was like, when is it coming out? Stop playing games with us. Let me see. Let me get it. So this is in my car right now. It's a guaranteed. So I'm just holding off till these other things come so I can at least get one of the newer ones now. But I'm here for it. I know I already have this bag in like the actual hand version, but I don't care. I'm like, I want the clutch too. It looks amazing. I think it's $300, but to me, it just seems like it'll be totally worth it. Because I mean, it's such a statement piece, and when you go out to do things, it'll be like one of the statement pieces with your outfit. So I'm like, I need to have this bag. I just need it. But those are the things I had to talk to you all about today. I showed you my wish list. I showed you all the stuff I planned on buying. We had a nice, good look through of the catalog and talked about all the things we wanted. But yeah, so that's what we got going on here. I'm still deciding between the two I just showed you, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. But I'm most likely going to go between those two. I'm thinking about this one. Like I said, where else? I think it's the blue one that I'm trying to show y'all now. Yeah, this one I'm getting for sure. I'm not playing games about this one. This is the one I know I'm getting besides my bamboo clutch that's on pre-order. And I think that's pretty much it. Besides, no, maybe the furry one and the Kendrick trunk. Yeah, this Kendrick trunk slim I'm still debating on, but I feel like I should just hold off and wait till he comes out with some more, because I'm sure more styles are coming. He's just testing the water with these styles. This brown one, again, she's really nice. She's really cute. These are the things at the end I'm showing you that are wish list guarantees, even though I talked to you about them earlier. So why I'm reiterating, just to remind you, just in case you forgot. And then we have this one right here. I'm really debating on if I should just go ahead and get it this time, because it's the perfect season for it now. When it came out, it wasn't the perfect season for it, at least for my preference in like bags, because I wouldn't want to wear fur in the summertime, but that's just me. So I held off. But these are all the bags I have to show you, honey, that we talked about, we went through. We had a long journey, honey, between all the bags. But yeah, there you go. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. You can comment down below and tell me which bags that you were looking at, that you were interested in. If you agree with my commentary and thoughts on the bags and the price points and all that stuff and what you read. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.